Kevin, we had a lot of details from this bill already. Just in your few minutes perusing what came out, do you see anything that we didn't know?
Well, two things. First and foremost, it's going to rely on that $200 billion of investment coming from the government to jumpstart the infrastructure plan. But the second point that I'd make is that this plan relies heavily on states in terms of reducing the permitting process and the time it takes in order to get permits approved for infrastructure plans throughout the country. So what does that mean? Republicans, even back during the campaign season, said frequently that the time that it takes for local municipalities all across the country to get these projects approved can end up taking years. And that's something that they want to see reduced. It's part of a broader permit reduction plan that we've seen in a host of other policy issues, ranging most notably from environmental protection standards. But I'd also note the terms of new types of ways that they're hoping to link public-private partnership through this idea known as asset recycling, an idea first pioneered in Australia, and one actually in terms of Connecticut, a Democratic-controlled state that has also used some of these plans that the Republicans, I'm sure you're going to be hearing them looking at Connecticut, pointing to them as an example. What asset recycling would do is allow the private sector and private investment to come into some of these municipalities that have debt and allow the private sector to purchase that debt and pay interest to the federal government as a result, and state government. That is a mechanism for the government, of course, to get funds that they're saying will help pay for this $1.5 trillion plan. Now, to keep it short with you, I just got off the phone with Congressman Dave Brat, a member of the Freedom Caucus. He's frustrated about the budget that passed last week. He called it a quote-unquote symptom of the swamp. I asked him if there's an appetite to take up infrastructure. He was very pessimistic about the idea of passing a monumental infrastructure bill within the next couple of months.